Are you struggling to manage money as a couple? Do you find yourself arguing about finances more often than you'd like? What if I told you there's a biblical approach to financial planning that could transform your relationship and your bank account? Hello, dear friends. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating topic: how the timeless wisdom of the Bible can guide us in our financial decisions, especially when it comes to managing money as a couple. Whether you're newlyweds, longtime partners, or somewhere in between, this video is packed with practical advice and spiritual insights that will help you build a strong financial foundation together. Before we dive into this topic, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Your participation helps us spread this transformative message to more people. Let's get started. Let's start by acknowledging a simple truth. Money matters can be a significant source of stress in relationships. In fact, studies show that financial disagreements are one of the leading causes of divorce. But it doesn't have to be this way. By applying biblical principles to your financial planning, you can not only avoid conflicts, but also strengthen your bond and achieve your shared goals. Now, you might be wondering, what does the Bible have to say about modern financial planning? Well, you'd be surprised. The scriptures are filled with wisdom that's as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. From stewardship to generosity, from planning for the future to avoiding debt, the Bible offers a comprehensive framework for managing our resources wisely. In the next 20 minutes, we're going to explore how couples can work together to create a financial plan that honors God and strengthens their relationship. We'll look at practical strategies, discuss common challenges, and offer biblical insights that you can start applying today. But before we dive in, I want you to take a moment and reflect on your current financial situation as a couple. Are you on the same page when it comes to money? Do you have shared financial goals? How often do you discuss your finances openly and honestly? Keep these questions in mind as we go through this video, because by the end, you'll have the tools and knowledge to transform your financial life together. Let's begin by exploring the importance of financial planning for couples. You see, when two people come together in a relationship, they bring not just their love and dreams, but also their financial habits, beliefs, and sometimes baggage. That's why it's crucial to approach your finances as a team, with open communication and shared goals. Proverbs 21:5 tells us, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." This verse underscores the importance of careful planning in our financial lives. As a couple, when you take the time to plan your finances diligently, you're setting yourselves up for abundance. Not just in monetary terms, but in the richness of your relationship as well. Open communication is the cornerstone of effective financial planning for couples. It's not always easy to talk about money, especially if you have different views or habits. But remember, Proverbs 15:22 says, "Without counsel plans fail, but with many advisors they succeed." In your marriage, you are each other's primary advisors. By fostering open, honest, and regular discussions about your finances, you're setting your plans up for success. Start by setting aside dedicated time to discuss your finances. This could be a monthly money date, where you review your budget, discuss your goals, and address any concerns. Create a safe, judgment-free zone, where both partners feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and feelings about money. Remember, you're on the same team, working towards shared goals. During these discussions, be sure to cover both short-term and long-term financial goals. Short-term goals might include saving for a vacation or paying off a credit card, while long-term goals could be saving for a house down payment or planning for retirement. Ecclesiastes 4:9 reminds us, "Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their toil." When you work together towards common financial goals, you're not just strengthening your financial position. You're reinforcing your partnership. As you set these goals, it's important to align them with your values as a couple and as individuals. The Bible encourages us to use our resources in a way that honors God and serves others. In Matthew 6:21, Jesus says, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Discuss what truly matters to both of you. Is it financial security? Giving generously to causes you care about? Leaving a legacy for your children? By aligning your financial goals with your values, you're more likely to stay motivated and find fulfillment in your financial journey together. Now, let's talk about budgeting, a crucial tool in any couple's financial planning toolkit. Proverbs 27:23 advises, "Know well the condition of your flocks and give attention to your herds." In modern terms, this means being aware of your income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. A well-planned budget helps you do just that. When it comes to budgeting as a couple, there are generally two approaches: joint budgeting and separate budgeting. Let's explore both. Joint budgeting involves pooling all your income into one account and managing expenses together. This approach can foster a sense of unity and shared responsibility. It works well for couples who have similar financial philosophies and are comfortable with complete financial transparency. On the other hand, separate budgeting involves maintaining individual accounts and dividing shared expenses. This can work well for couples who value financial independence or have significantly different incomes or spending habits. Whichever approach you choose, the key is to agree on it together and ensure that both partners are comfortable with the arrangement. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. What matters is finding a system that works for your unique situation and aligns with your values as a couple. When creating your budget, start by listing all sources of income. Then, categorize your expenses. A helpful biblical principle to apply here is the concept of first fruits. Proverbs 3:9 says, "Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce." This suggests prioritizing giving in your budget, whether to your church, charities, or causes you care about. Next, allocate funds for necessities like housing, food, and utilities. Then, plan for savings and debt repayment. The Bible has much to say about the importance of saving and the dangers of debt. Proverbs 21:20 tells us, "Precious treasure and oil are in a wise man's dwelling, but a foolish man devours it." This verse encourages us to save rather than consume all our resources. When it comes to debt, Proverbs 22:7 warns, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is the slave of the lender." While some debt, like a mortgage, may be necessary, it's wise to have a plan to become debt-free. Include debt repayment as a priority in your budget. Remember to also budget for your individual needs and wants. Each partner should have some discretionary money that they can spend without needing to consult the other. This helps maintain a sense of financial autonomy within your shared financial life. As you implement your budget, use tools that work for both of you. This could be a spreadsheet, a budgeting app, or even a simple notebook. The important thing is that both partners have access to the information and are involved in tracking income and expenses. Now let's talk about a critical aspect of financial planning that many couples overlook: preparing for unexpected events. The Bible repeatedly emphasizes the importance of wisdom and foresight. Proverbs 27:12 says, "The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it." One of the most important steps you can take to protect your financial future as a couple is to build an emergency fund. This is a savings account dedicated to covering unexpected expenses or loss of income. Aim to save 6 months of living expenses in this fund. It may take time to build up, but even small, consistent contributions can add up over time. Having an emergency fund provides peace of mind and financial stability. It allows you to handle unexpected car repairs, medical bills, or even job loss without resorting to high-interest debt. Remember Joseph's wisdom in preparing for 7 years of famine during 7 years of plenty, Genesis 41. While we may not face literal famines, the principle of preparing for lean times during abundant ones is sound financial advice. In addition to an emergency fund, consider other forms of financial protection. This might include life insurance, especially if you have dependents or if one partner's income is significantly higher than the others. Health insurance is also crucial to protect against potentially devastating medical costs. Another aspect of preparing for the unexpected is estate planning. While it may not be pleasant to think about, having a will and other estate planning documents in place is an act of love and responsibility towards your spouse and any children you may have. Proverbs 13:22 says, "A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children." Proper estate planning ensures that your wishes are carried out and your loved ones are provided for in the event of your passing. As we discuss these serious topics, it's important to approach them with the right mindset. Remember, you're not just planning for worst-case scenarios, You're building a foundation of security that allows you to pursue your dreams and goals with confidence. Now, let's shift our focus to a topic that's central to any discussion of biblical financial principles: stewardship. The concept of stewardship is based on the understanding that everything we have ultimately belongs to God, and we are merely managers or stewards of these resources. In the parable of the talents, Matthew 25:14, 30, Jesus teaches about the importance of wisely managing the resources entrusted to us. As a couple, you're called to be good stewards, not just of your individual resources, but of your shared resources as well. Practically, this means making intentional decisions about how you earn, spend, save, and give your money. It means avoiding waste and using your resources in a way that honors God and serves others. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor. After all, Ecclesiastes 5:19 tells us that the ability to enjoy our wealth is a gift from God. But it does mean being mindful and intentional about your financial choices. One way to practice good stewardship is to regularly review your spending habits as a couple. Are there areas where you're overspending? Are there ways you could be more efficient with your resources? Could you redirect some of your spending towards savings or giving? Speaking of giving, let's talk about the biblical principle of generosity. Throughout Scripture, we're encouraged to be generous with our resources. In 2 Corinthians 9:7, we read, "Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver." As a couple, discuss your giving goals. This might include regular tithing to your church, supporting specific charities, or setting aside money to help friends or family members in need. Remember, giving isn't just about the amount, it's about the heart behind it. Even if you're working with a tight budget, finding ways to be generous can bring joy and purpose to your financial life. Now let's address a topic that can be a source of conflict for many couples: differing financial personalities. It's common for one partner to be a saver, while the other is a spender. Or perhaps one is risk-averse, while the other is more comfortable with financial risk. These differences can lead to disagreements and tension if not addressed properly. The key here is to view these differences not as obstacles, but as strengths that can complement each other. A saver can help ensure financial security, while a spender can remind the couple to enjoy life in the present. A risk-averse partner can provide a safety net, while a risk-taker can spot opportunities for growth. Proverbs 27:17 says, "Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another." In the same way, your different financial perspectives can sharpen and balance each other, leading to wiser financial decisions. To harness the power of your differences, acknowledge and respect each other's financial personalities. Understand that there's no right or wrong way to approach money, just different perspectives. Find common ground. While you may differ in some areas, there are likely financial goals and values that you share. Focus on these as you make decisions together. Compromise. On issues where you disagree, look for middle ground solutions that take both perspectives into account. Play to your strengths. If one partner is better at day-to-day money management, while the other excels at long-term planning, divide responsibilities accordingly. Continue to communicate. Regular, open discussions about money will help you navigate your differences and make decisions as a team. Remember, your goal isn't to change your partner's financial personality, but to work together in a way that honors both perspectives while advancing your shared financial goals. Now, let's talk about a critical aspect of financial planning that many couples overlook: investing for the future. Proverbs 13:11 tells us, "Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it." This verse speaks to the power of consistent, patient investing over time. As a couple, it's important to have a shared vision for your financial future. This includes planning for major life events like buying a home, starting a family, or retiring. Each of these goals requires careful financial planning and often strategic investing. When it comes to investing, it's crucial to understand your risk tolerance as a couple. This might require some compromise if one partner is more risk-averse than the other. A balanced approach often works well, including some safer investments for stability and some higher-risk investments for growth potential. Consider seeking advice from a financial advisor who can help you create an investment strategy aligned with your goals and values. Remember, Proverbs 15:22. Without counsel plans fail, but with many advisors they succeed. It's also important to discuss your retirement goals as a couple. When do you want to retire? What kind of lifestyle do you envision in retirement? Start planning and saving for this phase of life early. Take advantage of employer-sponsored retirement plans like 401(k)s and consider opening individual retirement accounts, IRAs, as well. As you invest, remember the biblical principle of diversification. Ecclesiastes 11:2 advises, "Give a portion to 7, or even to 8, for you know not what disaster may happen on earth." In modern terms, this suggests spreading your investments across different asset classes to manage risk. Now, let's address a topic that can be challenging for many couples: dealing with financial setbacks. Life doesn't always go as planned, and you may face unexpected financial challenges as a couple. This could be job loss, a major medical expense, or an economic downturn that affects your investments. During these times, it's crucial to lean on your faith and on each other. Remember Philippians 4:19, "And my God will supply every need of yours according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus." This doesn't mean you won't face difficulties, but it reminds us that God is with us even in our financial struggles. Here are some strategies for navigating financial setbacks as a couple. Communicate openly. Don't try to hide financial problems from your spouse. Be honest about the situation and face it together. Revisit your budget. In times of financial stress, you may need to cut back on expenses. Work together to identify areas where you can reduce spending. Use your emergency fund. This is exactly what it's for. Don't be afraid to use it if you're facing a genuine financial emergency. Seek help if needed. This could mean talking to a financial advisor, a credit counselor, or even your pastor for guidance and support. Stay focused on your long-term goals. While you may need to make short-term adjustments, try to keep your long-term financial plans in mind. Support each other emotionally. Financial stress can take a toll on your relationship. Make an effort to encourage and support each other during this time. Remember, financial setbacks are often temporary. With patience, perseverance, and a solid plan, you can overcome these challenges together. As we near the end of our discussion, let's talk about the importance of regularly reviewing and adjusting your financial plan. Your financial situation, goals, and priorities may change over time, and your financial plan should evolve accordingly. Set aside time at least once a year for a comprehensive financial review as a couple. During this review, assess your progress towards your financial goals. Are you on track? Do you need to make adjustments? Review your budget. Is it still working for you? Are there areas where you're consistently over or under budget? Check your investments. Are they performing as expected? Do you need to rebalance your portfolio? Update your insurance coverage. Has anything changed in your life that requires adjusting your insurance? Review your estate plan. Are your will and other estate planning documents up to date? Discuss any new financial goals or priorities you may have. This annual review is also a great time to celebrate your financial victories, no matter how small. Did you pay off a debt? Increase your savings? Give more to charity? Take time to acknowledge and appreciate the progress you've made together. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize that financial planning as a couple is not just about numbers and spreadsheets. It's about working together towards shared goals, supporting each other's dreams, and building a future together. It's about using the resources God has entrusted to you in a way that honors Him and serves others. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, but progress. You may make mistakes along the way, and that's okay. The important thing is that you're committed to learning, growing, and working together. Let me leave you with this powerful verse from Ecclesiastes 4:12. "And though a man might prevail against one who is alone, two will withstand him. A threefold cord is not quickly broken." This verse beautifully illustrates the strength that comes from partnership. You and your spouse, united in your financial goals, with God as your guide. As you move forward in your financial journey together, keep these key principles in mind. Communicate openly and regularly about your finances. Set shared goals that align with your values. Create and stick to a budget that works for both of you. Practice good stewardship of your resources. Be generous with what you've been given. Prepare for the unexpected with emergency funds and proper insurance. Invest wisely for your future. Face financial challenges together with faith and perseverance. Regularly review and adjust your financial plan. Above all, keep God at the center of your financial decisions. Now, I'd like to address some common questions and challenges that couples often face in their financial planning journey. First, what if one partner has significant debt entering the relationship? This can be a sensitive issue, but it's crucial to address it openly and without judgment. Remember, you're a team now. Develop a plan together to tackle this debt. This might involve the debt-free partner helping with payments, or it might mean adjusting your lifestyle temporarily to free up more money for debt repayment. Whatever approach you choose, make sure it's a joint decision that you both feel good about. Second, how do you handle different income levels in a relationship? This is increasingly common in modern marriages. The key here is to focus on equity rather than equality. This doesn't necessarily mean splitting everything 50-50ths, but rather contributing in proportion to your incomes. More importantly, remember that the value each partner brings to the relationship goes far beyond their paycheck. Appreciate and acknowledge each other's contributions, both financial and non-financial. Third, what about financial infidelity? This term refers to hiding financial information or decisions from your partner, like secret spending or hidden debt. Financial infidelity can be as damaging to a relationship as other forms of infidelity. If this has happened in your relationship, it's crucial to address it honestly. Seek to understand why it happened, work on rebuilding trust, and consider seeking help from a financial counselor or therapist if needed. Fourth, how do you balance saving for the future with enjoying the present? This is a common dilemma for many couples. While it's important to save and plan for the future, it's also important to enjoy life along the way. Strive for a balance. Include some fun money in your budget for experiences and treats you can enjoy together. Remember, building memories together is an investment in your relationship. Fifth, what if you and your partner have very different attitudes towards money? Perhaps one of you is a saver and the other a spender, or one is risk-averse while the other is more comfortable with financial risk. These differences can actually be a strength if you learn to work together. The saver can help ensure financial security, while the spender can remind you to enjoy life. The risk taker might spot opportunities that the more cautious partner might miss. The key is to communicate, understand each other's perspectives, and find a middle ground that you're both comfortable with. Sixth, how do you teach your children about money? As parents, you have a crucial role in shaping your children's financial habits and attitudes. Start early with age-appropriate lessons. Teach them about earning, saving, spending wisely, and giving. Let them see you making financial decisions together as a couple. Involve them in discussions about family financial goals. Remember, Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Seventh, what about caring for aging parents? This is a financial responsibility that many couples face. It's important to discuss this early and include it in your long-term financial planning. Consider the potential costs of healthcare, assisted living, or having a parent move in with you. Also, have open conversations with your parents about their financial situation and wishes for their later years. Eighth, how do you balance individual financial goals with shared goals? While it's important to have shared financial goals as a couple, it's also healthy for each partner to have some individual financial goals. These might be related to personal hobbies, career development, or individual savings. The key is to discuss these goals openly and find a way to support each other's individual aspirations while still working towards your shared objectives. Ninth, what if one partner loses their job? Job loss can be a significant financial and emotional stress on a relationship. It's crucial to have an emergency fund for situations like this. Beyond the financial aspect, remember to support each other emotionally during this time. The employed partner may need to temporarily take on more financial responsibility, while the partner who lost their job focuses on finding new employment. Treat this as a challenge you're facing together, not as one person's problem. 10th, how do you handle financial windfalls? Whether it's an inheritance, a bonus, or a successful investment, sudden financial gains can actually be a source of conflict if not handled wisely. Discuss in advance how you'll handle unexpected windfalls. Consider using the 80-20th rule. Put 80% towards long-term financial goals, like paying off debt, saving for retirement, or investing. And use 20% for something enjoyable in the present. Remember, every couple's financial journey is unique. What works for one couple may not work for another. The important thing is that you're working together, communicating openly, and making decisions that align with your shared values and goals. As we conclude, I want to encourage you to take action on what you've learned today. Here are some steps you can take right now. Schedule a money date with your partner. Set aside some uninterrupted time to discuss your current financial situation and your goals for the future. Start working on a shared budget if you don't already have one. Remember, this is a tool to help you achieve your goals, not a restrictive set of rules. Begin building your emergency fund if you haven't already. Even small, regular contributions can add up over time. Review your giving. Are you being as generous as you'd like to be? Discuss ways you can increase your giving, even if it's just by a small amount. Look at your long-term financial goals. Are you on track for retirement? Do you need to adjust your savings or investment strategy? If you're facing significant financial challenges or have complex financial situations, consider seeking advice from a financial professional who can provide personalized guidance. Most importantly, pray together about your finances. Ask for wisdom, guidance, and unity as you navigate your financial journey as a couple. Remember, financial planning is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. It requires patience, perseverance, and teamwork. There may be challenges along the way, but by working together and keeping God at the center of your financial decisions, you can build a strong financial future together. Thank you for joining me today on this exploration of biblical financial planning for couples. I hope you found this information helpful and inspiring. If you have, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content on faith-based financial wisdom. In our next video, we'll be diving deep into the importance of emergency funds and how to build them effectively. It's a crucial topic for financial stability, so you won't want to miss it. Hit that notification bell to make sure you're alerted when it goes live. Before we part, I'd love to hear from you. How do you and your partner approach financial planning? What strategies have worked well for you? What challenges have you faced? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to other couples on their financial journey. Remember, every step you take towards better financial management is a step towards a more secure and harmonious future together. May God bless you and guide you on your financial journey. Until next time, take care and God bless.